Terrytown, we found a quote from ecologists and the president there saying that the color changed daily, right? I think RFK was kind of under exaggerating by saying it changed on the week based on the car. This guy was saying it changed daily based on the paint of the car.
Boom!
Oh my god.
Olivera goes down.
Holy
Yes.
shit.
Is that shocking?
Oh
Woo.
my god. Oh my god, that's stunning. I would have
Ah,
never imagined.
Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us for part two of Factory Act, where me and a couple of really good, curious friends of mine are just going through the Joe Rogan podcast with RFK on it, just doing a little fact checking. We amassed over 165 claims of RFK's in the last part one, the last episode.
Damn!
And now we're just gonna
I
methodically
believe
go
the
through
number
it.
was actually 169, Major.
It's,
Don't be coy.
it's something like that. Well, it's because of koi fish that it's a little disputed. So maybe something like claims 5 and 6 might be connected. Maybe Tom and I were
All
doing the
right.
same claim, you know. But then there's another one where there's two claims in one. So let's just say it's approximately 169. But guys, welcome back. Thank you so much. For those joining us for the first time, my name is Major, joined by Patrick and Tom. As
Hello.
you can tell from my
Hello.
shirt, I am about to be promoted to daddy. I mean, I hate this shirt. That sounds so bad. But I'm about to be a father. Giving birth. Oh, I'm not giving birth, obviously, but my beautiful wife is giving birth in September to hopefully just a healthy and happy baby named Cambria May. Uh, I'm just a casual, huge fan of podcasts. Love fitness. Love getting my cardio in instead of just listening to the same 10, 15 songs over and over again. I like to listen to podcasts. Joe Rogan seems to have a pretty good one. Uh,
Fair.
and on it, he's got some pretty interesting guests. Those interesting guests say some pretty interesting things sometimes. None of which is a really big deal. But RFK came on and said some things, a lot of things, maybe 169 things, that were like, eyebrow raising. And then he got a lot of flack. Joe Rogan got a lot of flack. And they were like, all right, we'll come on and have a conversation with RFK. And like the open donation pledge got up to like $2.5 million last time I checked. For someone like Dr. Hotez or I believe anyone at the end of it to just come on and have a conversation and debate RFK, like, talk about his claims. Actually, the day after we're recording, or this is the day after RFK actually went to Congress and talked about it. Today we had the whistleblowers. Maybe it was 2 days ago.
Hmm.
Seems like forever. But let's get into it, right? Congress is doing their investigation, and so are we. Let's check out these claims. So the way we're gonna do it, I'm just gonna insert the audio clip of RFK saying it, so you can hear it straight from the gopher's mouth, and then we're gonna do what millennials are most qualified to do, and that's Google search, and we're just gonna try to research what we can, um, and find out what's true and what's hyperbole and what's a
Yeah.
flat out lie. Thanks for joining us,
Hmm.
guys. We really appreciate it. All right, let's get to it. The first claim, I'm gonna go ahead and insert it here.
If what you were saying in that book was not true, I do not understand how you are not being sued. You would instantly, immediately be sued.
RFK has not been sued for the claims in the book for the real Anthony Fauci.
Yeah. So looking into this one, it seems that RFK is involved in quite a number of lawsuits. I spent a good while just kind of combing through all the different things that he is a part of, which it looks like most of them, at least all of the ones that I saw, he is suing people or organizations, not getting sued
I'm not getting
by
sued.
people or by organizations. So I would be hesitant to say that he has not been sued for any claims in the book. At least there's nothing currently kind of going on, really.
I feel like if
But
it was, it would be on the front page of Google.
I feel like it would too. And from digging down to like page 11 and 12, I didn't see anything that was involving a lawsuit against him in any fashion, let alone for the book or not.
For the book, yeah. All right,
For
yeah.
the book,
So,
yeah.
I mean, just, unless Legal Eagle wants to reach out to us and show us the court filings, according to the first page of Google, this looks like true. Looks like Anthony Fauci, or it looks like RFK has not been sued for his book by Anthony Fauci. Now, let's move on to the next claim, which I will insert now.
And we sued. While I was there, we sued over 500 polluters.
Where RFK claims that they sued over 500 polluters while working in the Hudson. What do you want to say? Plausible?
Yeah, I mean,
he's been keeping it up
I would
over
mark
the
it
last.
plausible.
Let's say plausible. Keeping it up over the last. No.
As this is
Who deleted that slide? Oh, and just to show, like, if you look here, no, you can't. But you see here the date modified on July 19th. So we haven't even touched these claims since the last time. We talked to you guys online. Again, we appreciate you showing back up here. So we said plausible. Let's go on to claim number 3, which I will insert here.
Working on the Hudson, it caught fire. It was dead water, zero dissolved oxygen for 20 miles north of New York City, 20 miles south of Albany. No life in it.
It caught fire. It was that polluted.
It caught fire. It would turn colors every week, depending on what color they were painting the trucks at the GM plant in Tarrytown.
All right, so that's about the water in the Hudson River changing color based on what color the GM plant was painting the cars that week. So let's see what we can find out about this. I found it here. You can tell what color cars they are painting on a given day by what color the river is, said Dominic Pyrone, an ecologist and the director of the Hudson River Fishermen's Association.
You and your frickin' American spellings.
The correct spelling. Hoorah. You're welcome for World War II.
Okay.
And I guess thanks for this wildfires. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and say this is true. This sounds true to me.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a bit of
Look, I
hyperbole,
can't check if
but-
that guy's telling the truth. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a bit of hyperbole, but for sure there was a lot of pollution, at least.
All right.
Okay, we can move on to
Yeah.
46
The next
countries.
claim.
There was definitely a lot of pollution. I got that at the very least.
Mm-hmm. All right. Claim inserting now.
Today is the biggest water protection group in the world. So we have 350 waterkeepers. Each one has a patrol boat. Each one patrols their local waterway. And they sue polluters. And we're in 46 countries.
All right, and that's about the Waterkeepers. And over 300 Waterkeepers in 46 companies, 46 countries. At the end of fiscal year 2019, the Waterkeeper Alliance had 346 Waterkeeper groups protecting 2.77 million square miles in 46 countries and the state of Palestine.
Not a country?
I was going to say, I'm not geopolitically savvy enough to know if this podcast recognizes or doesn't recognize the state of Palestine.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what they mean by state. Like, it's not... I don't know.
Yeah. However, this podcast would like to recognize Lieberland if they want to reach out to us.
I guess they're trying to divide Israel from Palestine. And,
This is...
yeah, I don't know.
All right, so that seems true.
All right, well, true. Moving on.
Next claim. Here.
2 years before, 2003, the National Academy of Sciences and the FDA had published a report, like a 5-year study, that showed that every freshwater fish in America had dangerous levels of mercury in its flesh.
All right. Every freshwater fish contains dangerous levels of mercury. So we're gonna say false.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't think it's 100%. I think that's pretty.
In the words of Star Wars, only the Sith speak in absolutes.
Exactly.
Got caught up on that every. You could say most or a lot. You know, that's a ton.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us, checking the first 5 claims. I'm doing this for me and my daughter. I hope you guys can join along. Don't forget, though, at the end, we will be turning these into shorts, making these super edited. So subscribe as this happens so you can, learn along.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys in the next video.